Okay, guys, we are back to finish examples 4 and 5 from our lesson yesterday for your asynchronous day today. And again, like I was saying yesterday, this is where it starts to get more complicated for the visual learners or the students who struggle learning with visuals. So let's read the question. If the measure of angle CBD is 40 degrees, then find the following, and then we have 3 angle measures to find. So first off, we have our diagram here, and I want to locate angle CBD right now. So angle CBD is this angle right here, and it measures 40 degrees, as stated. Right, so we're going to tie in all the information we covered yesterday to kind of make sense of this concept here. So first part is find measure of angle ABD, right? So we're working on question part A right now for ABD, and ABD is this angle right here, right? Now, we talked about not to assume yesterday, and we always want to keep that in mind, don't assume. But if you notice right here, this is a 90-degree right angle notation, which means that this angle right here measures 90 degrees. In addition to that, the line right here, AB, that's a straight angle as well, right? So if you were to look at this, then this angle from here all the way to there measures 180 degrees. Okay, so a little bit of logic. If if I have my 90-degree angle here, right here, and then I have a straight angle, and with that straight angle, I also have this little angle here of 40 degrees, and then this unknown angle right here as well, right? Then I can turn around and say that this angle right here, ABD, measures 90 degrees because ABD and DBF, right here, this angle, they're adjacent. They're also a linear pair because they make this line right here. So I could turn around and say, well, the measure of angle ABD is equal to 90 degrees as well, right? So I'm going to turn around and say that this is equal to 90 degrees. Next part of the question, part B, is to find the measure of ABC. So now it's getting a little more specific. ABC is right here, and I need this angle. So we just identified that the angle ABD is 90 degrees. This is a 90-degree angle, and that 90-degree angle is made up of 2 angles that are adjacent. It's made up of angle CBD, which is 40 degrees, and it's also made up of angle ABC, which is an unknown amount. But we do know that these 2 adjacent angles make a 90-degree angle, so if we were working with this, what I would do is I would look at it and, you wouldn't necessarily have to write this down, but we could look at it as angle ABC plus angle CBD equals 90 degrees. We've already discussed that part. And, we also have the fact that angle CBD from up here is 40 degrees. So then I could look at this and say angle ABC plus 40 degrees is equal to 90 degrees. And now we use a little bit of algebra and we solve for the measure of angle ABC. So I'm going to subtract 40 degrees from both sides. And then I'm left here with angle ABC is equal to 50 degrees here, right? So that would be the measure of ABC is equal to 50 degrees. The diagrams unlock all the information for us. That's really where we need to focus. Last up is measure of angle EBF. So let's find EBF. EBF going to be highlighted right here. Angle EBF here. So we're really looking for this angle right now. right? And it's kind of hard to figure out what it may be. But the other thing we looked at yesterday were vertical angles. And vertical angles are created whenever you have two lines that intersect. So this is one line. This is another line. Right? That's a set of vertical angles. And that means that this angle here is vertical with this angle here. And we talked the other day that vertical angles are congruent. So if these two angles are congruent, then I could write it out like this and say angle ABC is congruent to angle EBF. And that's because they are vertical angles. Vertical angles are congruent. Therefore, if the measure of ABC is 50 degrees, as we just identified, then I can turn around and say that the measure of EBF is also 50 degrees since they are congruent to each other. And this is the type of thinking that you want to focus on as we move deeper into geometry. It's a logical course filled with rules, but you really need to start making sense of the diagrams because they do get more complicated than this. I would say this is a complicated diagram at the beginning of the year, but the diagrams continue to get more complex as we move forward.